got a brand new hand and everything. Obviously with all that pain I used to go through, it feels a little bit weird sometimes when I hit the bag or I hit the pads, because that pain's not there anymore. I don't spend as much time on my hands as I did before when I used to like tape it up. So yeah, I mean everything's going the right way.
How long did we talk with that pain, Amir?
You know, I got so used to it. It probably happened for around about it happened in my second fight. So since then, so you look at like 8 years of just pain in my hand, in my right hand. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I had to work on my jab so much that it got so good. But yeah, the hand problem was always a issue for me, and whenever I used to hit with it, I know that it was always gonna give me a little pinch of pain. Yeah. But now to hit with it and know that you're not gonna get any pain, I mean, it feels totally different, man. Yeah, and then it's good, you know. It's only gonna give me confidence to throw more right hands with more force and more power, and go right through the shot with the shot, go right through with the shot instead of holding back a bit when you throw that right hand. So
psychologically it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to take some time. I still think it's going to take a little bit more time. I think I'll start feeling it properly, getting used to throwing it properly when I start sparring, and that's going to start probably in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
So,
right then.
No, you
I mean, like, you've been out for so long, obviously, the hand, and waiting for a fight. I mean, how frustrating has it been? Because you had that defeat.
Yeah, I think, you know, with things happening for a reason, and it gave me time to sort out a lot of stuff that was going on, especially at home, and be a man and do things my way, basically. So the time I had off before the hand got me to kind of fix things around me, and also then, you know, just kind of sit back and think about where I want to be in the next 12 months and where I want my career to go and how long I want to stay in the game. I mean, I feel great. I'm in the gym now. I'm training hard, and I'm in good fitness, and I just need to make sure now, like, these next couple of years are my big years where I want to definitely shine, and I think that I'm at my peak of my career now, so I want to make sure that I maximise everything I have.
Where do you think you can go in these next 12 months? Like, what
Definitely
are the fights that you will look at and you will go, they'll define my career?
You got big fights out there, because look, I am mandatory for the Garcia Thurman fight. I really believe that I will win another world title, and I am going to win another world title, and it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be hard, but obviously I know I have the talent and ability to do that. I work harder than ever now, because I know that, you know, if I give myself a 4 or 5 year gap, I want to make sure in them 4 or 5 years I push it so hard that I give it my all. I never want to look back and think I could have done a little bit more. So, you know, I know world titles there, and also some big fights as well. Obviously, I'm in a position where whoever I fight is going to be a big fight. And yeah.
When are you thinking of fighting?
I want to be back in the ring around April, before Ramadan. So I want to fight twice this year. Before Ramadan, and then maybe just before the year ends, around about November time. So they're two times in the year I want to fight. Also, you know, my name's getting mentioned amongst big names in boxing, world champions like the Garcia Thurman, Kell Brook. Then my name's getting mentioned with likes of like people like Pacquiao and, you know, Bradley, and then people like that. So I mean, the name is there. It's all about now just pulling off a good performance in my next fight, which I want to be out in April, and then get back on winning ways again and get them big fights.
Where's that going to be? In Britain or?
I'm going to try to get in Britain. Yeah, I'm going to fight in Britain for 4 years. So I think fighting back in the UK would be nice. Give the UK fans a great show. Like I said, it's been a long time, and I've been back to UK. So I want to definitely go back to UK and put on a good fight.
Who's your target opponent for that?
Well, target opponent, I've got my team. I've got, obviously Al Heyman, as you know, is my manager who advises me and also tells me who I should be fighting. So obviously Asif and Al are going to have a sit down and go through opponents and take it from there, really, because I need to make sure that I get the right fight, and it's against a decent name as well. You know, I just don't want to walk in the park fight. I mean, I want a decent fight to take to the UK and give the UK fans a good fight.
You talk about April though. Does that mean it's not going to be Kell Brook? Because that would be maybe
honest
May,
with you,
summer outdoors, and
You know, I think it was a little bit silly talking, having that little row with him on
social media.
social media. I think it was a bit silly, and I just think I'm gonna. Everyone knows I want to be back in the ring around about April time. I'll just let Kell go and deal with the mandatory. I can fight the winner of that, so give me another option.
Yeah.
So Kell can go ahead. He has a mandatory fight against Brook-Spence, and maybe the winner of that is someone I could fight.
You
Your
think there
second fight, that would be your second.
Could be my second year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that puts me in a good position because then you've got Garcia Thurman. That's also mandatory for the WBC at 147. So it's probably in good positions, you know. So either I could go for the winner of the Kell Brook fight with Brook-Spence, because I definitely this year I want to win a world title. So I want a title fight. So that gives me two options to fight for.
What about the
3 of the 4
negotiation?
world titles in the world.
I mean, whether Eddie's talking about the negotiation claiming he wanted a 7:30 split for Kell, which he claimed was just unrealistic. It
Yeah.
should have been like 45,
Yeah.
55 max. Or
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, because I mean, when the fight comes close and we get really close to it, I think that's when we start talking
yeah,
percentages. I think it was a bit silly where so soon before even the fight happening, we started talking percentages. I think it was a bit silly that. So I just think we should just think about the next fight, and then after that, when we are close to having the Kell Brook fight, start talking in percentages. But it's not going to be this next fight.
No.
And that's something I made clear to Eddie Hearn and Kell's team, so they know that it's not going to happen next. And also like you know, I would like if the fight between me and Kell was to happen, I think it'll even be bigger if he had a world title fight. You know, if it was a world
he's
title
going to stay
fight.
around, he'll move up. But this is he keeps saying
I mean, he's saying that he wants to
to
move
get
up.
the weight.
I mean, if he looks at it as a business, then I think it'll be the wrong move to make, because most of the money is in the welterweight division.
Okay.
Now, if he wants to make good money, he needs to stay in the welterweight division. If he wants to move up to 154, there's not much money in that division, so he's going to take a big fall. The fight between me and him then disappears.
You would go up. You wouldn't go up for that. You want to have the
147 is
The
my weight.
championship
I mean, I
weight.
tried, you know, going to 155. It just didn't work for me. I mean, if you look at my career, started off at 135, going up to 154. You know, it'd be quite difficult. So I think 154 might be a little bit hard. 147 is the way, and if it is to happen, that's to happen then. And I think I made it clear to everyone in the UK as well, and all the media, was that my next fight after that. I mean, the operation I had was quite serious. You know, I need to make sure that my hand is going to be proper. I know I'm training again, just getting that confidence back on my hand, on punching again with my hands. So I just want to make sure that I'm 100% right when I take the big fights.
If he's physically unable to make 147, would you consider anything 150 or something down the line, or something where?
I mean, I think the 147 division, like I tried doing the catch weights and it didn't work for me. So, I mean, that's something my team, and then go into negotiations with Kell's team and maybe talk about that in the future. So, like I said, this is all future. I think we're talking about it too early. Anything can happen. Kell could get beaten in his next fight. I could get beat my next fight. You know, we both got beaten our last fights against by moving up to a fight for the middleweight world title. So we're both in a position where we definitely. I mean, obviously Kell has that mandatory. If I had a mandatory and I had a title, I'll definitely go face my mandatory. So you don't know where we're going to be after this fight. So.
But if you want world title, it's got to be at 147.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he has a world title, and I think at 147 it makes definitely more sense